All right. So we are streaming, and what do we have going on here? So we was talking about this in my group chat, like my personal group chat with me and my boys, and how LeBron. Uh, did you see LeBron's son's Bronny Bronny James? Did you see his girlfriend, his prom date? Um, Now I gotta make some disclosures before I say anything. Uh, no offense to the girl, and this is not you. You're just collateral damage. You gotta understand that he's famous, so this is something that's gonna come with the territory. And I normally don't get into this, and I don't care the fact that she's white. There's nothing wrong with dating people other than that's not the same race, but man, was she extremely underwhelming. Like, bro, this kid has all the resources in the world. And when I say the world, he has all the resources in the world. Why? He has all the resources in the world, and you decide to date a hot six? You a hot six? Bro, like you could literally pull any. I'm pretty sure he has grown women in. Brittany Renner's probably in his DMs. You got girls scouting for the next NBA player so they can get their meal ticket. This is like a kid that's like 95% guaranteed he's going to be in the NBA, right? His father's already talking about, I'm going to wait till my son get in the NBA and then I might retire. I want to play with my son. Yeah, this thing, it's so funny because LeBron literally does anything he wants. I want to get it right because I'm going to play on this team. This nigga, LeBron, he just plays for teams, and he said, "Yeah, I got so much pull in the NBA. I'm waiting for my son to get to the NBA." Right? This kid has all the resources in the world. His father's a billionaire. One of the most popular people on the face of the earth. Apparently, this girl's his girlfriend too. I'm not sure if you can find her Instagram, but I know that she's probably getting torn apart. Um, I heard that she was his girlfriend. I'm not sure. But my thing is like, dude, there's no excuse. She's like a hot six, maybe a soft six, the most. All I'm saying is you could have done a lot better. I don't care about some black people don't like has a problem with her being white. I don't care. I don't care, honestly. That doesn't matter. But the thing is, at least get a 9 or a 10. You're one of the most wealthiest kids. You come from a very affluent, famous family. Hey, 16. You know, it's not always about looks, right? It's not always about looks. But I'm just saying, if I was in his shoes, yeah, nah. No, there's no excuse. I don't care. I don't care. And it doesn't matter if Bronny doesn't want to live under his father's lights or his father's whatever his father. He ain't got no goddamn choice. He ain't got a choice. It's going to come with the territory. If he gets to the NBA and does horrible, then it's going to be a wrap for him. He ain't got no it's going to come with the territory. He ain't got no goddamn choice. So everybody's asking me. So all the stuff that we're doing today, I'm streaming on YouTube, guys. If you're not on YouTube, so I got people talking about Deshae Frost and YMB Namir. So they told me to look at YMB Namir. Some videos. Some people sent me some videos, and apparently they broke up, and they was like he's simping. But apparently she's with Deshae Frost now. I don't know. I don't even know how everything goes. I don't know how any of this stuff works. But let's point out some behaviors that I don't like. Now I do remember him, and I do remember seeing them like on Instagram. One thing that I gotta say is, if you do have a girl and you're famous, don't allow her to use you to gain more fame, and then she's gonna leave you. Especially dating girls in the industry, because when you're dating girls in the industry, like, come on, you already know how that's gonna go. You already know how that's gonna go. So And they usually like hop. And apparently I heard this girl was dating was messing with some rappers. She used to date Fousey Tube. I don't know what happened to that guy. I don't even see that guy anymore. I don't know if he fell off or not. And what else? Yeah, but let's see some of this behavior. I'm just gonna skim through the video.
Yeah, it's like the little intro for every video.
How do you feel about everything? Life update.
I say my loves all the time. They're used to it. Dang, leave me alone. Stop being a hater. So I thought, you know what? There is a lot of craziness happening right now.
Is this her channel?
Everyone on
I'm assuming so.
Lockdown, quarantine, and just insane. So I just thought, you know, it's been a while, and I feel like so much stuff has happened in between. So I just was like, you know what? Let's just do a video chilling. He's eating his noodles, and just gonna update you on everything, how we feel about what's going on right now. And yeah, just chill.
I can't. This is very underwhelming.
Woke up at freaking 5 o'clock to make it to the gym. And then I get a text that, oh, my trainer told me the gym is closed. They're going to close it. My hair's everywhere, though. But so...
It's just like, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know.
He fell asleep on my bed and everything, too. He is so exhausted. But the other day, my house, haven't been doing much. I went to my best friend's house the other day, and we painted her apartment. He won't do.
It sounds like she's just using this dude for a prop in her videos. Listen, I got guys who complain to me that their girlfriends complain that they don't post them. Listen, I tell them it's your fucking Instagram. If you don't want to post her, don't post her. You don't have to post her. That's why it's your Instagram and not hers. Especially if I got clout. And this girl's notorious for dating other
say that.
Other rappers, other famous people, YouTubers, whatever it is.
How y'all doing today, y'all? Good morning, y'all.
Have you guys seen that guy's
Good
profile?
afternoon, y'all.
What is it called again? His profile?
I seen that when he had like 100 some I don't know.
Saw that
I don't even
guy.
want to watch this. I don't. I can't. It seems very cringy. It's hard to look at.
Welcome back to my channel, my loves. Okay, I've been super off track with recording. It's just because I'm trying.
All right, so this is another video somebody sent to me and told me to watch. Apparently, this guy is a, I guess like a red pill guy. I don't know. I never seen him before. What's the name of his channel? FitX Fearless. You guys know who that is? FitX Fearless. FitX Fearless. I'm not sure who that is, but the title says, if she pulls back, do this now to get her back. All right, let's see what this guy's talking about. Wait, quick question. Is there anybody on thing? There's nobody. There's anybody on Zoom? You guys know who FitX Fearless is? You guys know who that is? Anybody? It's only one person on here anyway. All right, guess not. Damn, did I just close out of it? I hope not. Whatever. But let's see what he's talking about.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. All right, guys. FitX got pulled back on. All right. This video we talking about.
And by the way, with the whole YMB Namir thing, that shit is stupid. Somebody has sent me another video with academics. I heard academics did a pretty good job on exposing that. Maybe I'll search that after this, but let's see what this guy's talking about.
What to do when she pulls back to get her to come back. I just experienced the pullback, guys. Girl, I was seeing, some of you guys remember, if you follow me on Instagram, there was this girl who posted me on her stories like 2 weeks ago.
Now, guys, I've did videos. I did videos on when a girl pulls away, and it's regular. This is something that happens a lot. Well, it depends. It depends how often you're talking to girls. If you're talking to a lot of girls, oh, here go my fucking thing. Let's just put that down. It depends. Like, if you have a lot of experienced girls and you talk to a lot of girls, girls do this. Girls will test you. Like, especially if you're talking to like girls that are bad, like, unless you really have like an appealing life, because these girls be having all types of guys in their DMs, blue check marks, especially if they're beautiful. This happens. Even some girls who you're even messing with or talking to, it happens. But he sounds a little excited about it. It probably doesn't. I don't know. I want to see the type of girls he's talking to, but let's get into the video. Let's see what this is all about.
And I reshared it to my stories. And so that girl came over. We had a good time or whatever. And bro, this girl was super high interest. Posted me on her Instagram stories. Posted me on Facebook, on her WhatsApp. I even caught her. I think I mentioned it on one of my videos. I even caught her, making a story when I was in the bathroom, talking about, I'm with this famous guy, so and so and so. Right? Everything is all good, right? Here comes the BS. Here comes female nature, right? So the next day, she actually hit me up and was like, hey, how you doing? I'm hoping you have a good day, so and so and so. I was like, cool. Not only did she come over, we had a good time. Now she's pursuing me first. Perfect. Nothing could go wrong, right? Right. You guys know what's coming, right? So I hit her up, like, that was a Wednesday she hit me up. I think I hit her up like a Saturday, trying to set plans for the next week, right? I'm trying to incorporate her in the rotation. She had high interest. I was attracted to her, everything. No response. I'm talking about, all I said was, hello. Hey, how you doing? No response. Didn't even open my message. And it's on Instagram. I'm like, hold up. You guys see why it's no point trying to figure them out? Because there's no rhyme or reason to whatever they do, right? I'm like, wait, you just pursued me. You came over, we had a good time. You know what I'm saying? You hit me up first. You over here posting me on your Instagram, WhatsApp, all this stuff. And then you pull back? I'm like, whatever. So this video.
Watching this video, this is giving me like an idea that maybe he doesn't deal with this a lot. And I'm not saying that I get ghosted a lot, because I don't want to put too much of my personal business out there, but let's say there was a time where I was doing crazy numbers as far as girls goes, right? I was doing crazy numbers, and like this happened. Like, you'll be like, say you have your main lineup or your main girls that you talk to, and there'll be some other girls you're talking to on the side. And this happens. Like, this will happen, especially depending on the certain caliber of girl you're talking to. Girls will ghost you. And it happened. When it happened to me, it was like I had so much going on that I didn't notice it until sometime after. Or if I was like, this girl's bad and I have some type of interest in her, then I would pick up on it, right? So, but this was happened. But I had so many other girls like coming in and out of my life, or so many girls I was talking to, that if one left, it wasn't that big of a deal, right? Unless I kind of sort of liked her, but like, even still, like, it happened. But I usually just don't say anything. Like, say if I hit her once and then she doesn't reply, and I'm like, all right. And then maybe I'll hit her one more time. I'll call her and she doesn't reply. Like, okay, cool. Then you leave it at that. And this is not like over the matter of days. This is like a day. Like, I'll give her a text. She doesn't text. I'll give her a call just to make sure. And then maybe like because sometimes girls just pull away. They do pull away to test you, to see what you're all about. They don't necessarily all the time are going to like, they're going to ghost you, or they just, sometimes girls just want to test you. Even girls that you like, that you fully involved with, they'll test you. So it's a regular thing, right? It's a regular thing. And it's something that, like, if you deal with a lot of girls, you're kind of used to it. And when girls would do that, if they don't reply, I just don't reply to them. I just leave them alone until they just make their way back around. And then, when they do make their way back around, I just don't make it easy for them. But I don't completely just, I don't know. I feel like this is a regular thing, but he sounds a little surprised, which for me, it feels like an indicator maybe it doesn't happen to him regularly, or maybe he just doesn't get ghosted, and maybe he's that guy. I don't know. I don't know this guy.
Video, I'm here to tell y'all what to do when a girl pulls back. Number one, Do not watch her social media.
True.
Guys, women bait you on social media, right? The same way I tell y'all to bait chicks.
I will agree with him on this. But I don't watch girls' social media even when I'm messing with them. Like the girls that I mess with, I don't even follow them half the time. And the girls that do follow me, it's just something that I do. I don't do. I just don't look at. I literally have maybe like 4 or 5 people who I mainly look at their social media, and that's about it. Because I don't want them to get into habit to think that I'm always going to look at their story. I don't want them to think that I'm going to look at their story and they're going to try to trigger me and they're going to try to. I just don't do it. I may look at it every once in a while to see like what's going on, like what they're all about. But it's just, I genuinely don't care what they have going on in their life. Unless they're telling me and it's very interesting and then like, we have some type of rapport with it. Other than that, I don't really look at people's story. I just something that I don't do. And I know a lot of girls have followed me because of it, because because I just don't bother with them. And if we like stop talking, then I don't look at their story. I don't like their pictures. And they're just like, all right, why am I following this person? And that's okay. But that's just me in general. Like I'm just so submerged in my own life. I have so much going on that I just don't look at stories, right? But that's genuine. And now if you can look at it from a game perspective, it's validation. To a degree, it's validation. I would assume, especially if they ghost you. But that's just me. I'm just a little selfish, and I really just don't give a fuck about what anybody else has going on except for people in my life. Yeah, that's pretty much that.
They bait you on social media. Do not watch none of her stories. Do not like none of her posts. Nothing. Whenever a girl pulls back, you pull back too. Oh, you pull back?
True.
You think you're the only one that can pull back? I'm going to. Okay. You want to disrespect me? You want to...
By the way, the girls that I mess with, I don't even follow them on Instagram. And they're insanely in love with me.
Show me high interest and then pull back. Cool. I'm pulling.
But this is an indicator that he's looking at these girls' stories. Like, I don't give a... I really don't. I know it's a little abnormal, the shit that I do and the shit that I'm saying, but I just don't. I don't, because I just genuinely don't care. I don't care.
Back to, don't watch her stories, right? Women know who watches their stories. Women know who.
Very true.
Who's watching? Like they see it. They see it. You know what I'm saying? When she ghosts you or she flakes on you, and you still watch her story, she gets like jubilee. Like she gets a extra kick of like, I got you, right? Not only did I flake on you, but you so low value, you still watching my stuff. You still keeping up with me, even though I rejected you. We not, baby, you pull back, I'm disappearing. You ain't gonna see me on nothing, right? You ain't gonna see me on nothing. Listen, unfollow her if you want to. We not.
This is why I disagree. Don't unfollow. Because the problem is, girls are always testing. And this is why I feel like this is not something he goes through. Listen, when I say the body count for me is crazy, it's crazy. So I have a lot of experience. And I feel like this is an indicator that he doesn't go through that, because I feel like he's taking it personal. I never take it personal. Because what you'll find is, and if you don't unfollow them, because they're going to continue to see your story. 2, you're letting them know that you're upset. Never be triggered. Never show anybody that you're bothered. You got to keep your poker face. This is why I disagree with him. And this is why I say maybe he lacks experience, or maybe he doesn't go through this a lot. Because why? Because girls always come back. I see it all the time. They always come back. They always come back. Like it's like clockwork. Even if you give it some time, give it a few days, some girls last a few hours, some girls last a few days, some girls last a few weeks, and they'll come back. Why? Because they're attracted to the level of strength, the level of being unbothered. So if a girl has ghosted me, I won't unfollow her, especially if she don't unfollow me, because that's just probably an indicator that she's testing me, or she wants me to chase her. But it's not going to happen either way. Like, you'll get one text, one call, and that's it. But don't unfollow them, because they'll come back. But before they come back, before they give you the chance to come back, you done like fucking you showed you were upset or angry. And if you do decide to unfollow them, like if you're talking to them, if this is a girl you met up with or something like that, she can always just be a follower. She can just always follow you. Now I can see if you're doing it for ratio. Sometimes I unfollow people just because of ratio, and like they're coming up on my story and I'm like, all right, I don't want to see them. That's different. But even if something like this, I won't unfollow them right away. I'll maybe unfollow them like a month later, a month or two later. And because I forget about it, I have so much going on in my life. Don't unfollow them, because if she comes back and hits you up and she's trying to give you that guac 3000, you done missed up on some free head because you wanted to be like, you know, in your feelings. Never take it personal. They're females. They're emotional. They always trying some shit. But to show you're a superior man, you that real alpha, you know, that shit don't bother me. It's nothing for me, baby. You just like, you know, especially if she's just another Tuesday. But this is a clear indicator that a lot of guys don't have this experience. It happens a lot. And when you're used to it happen, you don't react to stuff like this. And never show jealousy. Never show that a girl can get under your skin, because when she knows how to get under your skin, she'll use that against you in the future. Trust me when I tell you.
No, we're not falling for that bait, because what they want to do is, she's probably playing a game or whatever happens. She got another guy. We don't care.
Play the game better.
She wants to see how much you're going to chase her.
Play the game better.
Right? You guys got to remember, guys, women have
He's
game
right,
too.
though,
They
about
want
that part.
high-value men to submit to them. Right? You can't tell me you don't have high interest in me and you sharing me to the whole world, posting me everywhere on your first time meeting me. If you can't lie to me like that, right? If you didn't have high interest, or if you didn't like me, you wouldn't be doing all that. But the reason that you were confident enough to post me on your stories and all that, so you want people to know that you're fucking with me, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull back. I'm pulling back. Right? I'm not watching no stories. I'm not watching no social media. I'm not liking no Snapchat. If you follow on Snapchat, you're not watching none of that. I'm not watching nothing. Right? Second thing, don't you dare. This is a very important one. Don't you dare break no contact. If she ghosts you, if she flakes on you, the worst thing you could do is to hit her up first. She has to come back and submit. She has to do all the pursuing now.
It's kind of giving me AMS vibes. I feel like he's like taking some of the AMS stuff, and maybe that's just how he operates too. I do agree. If a girl flaking is something different. But he's talking about a pullback, so it's two different things. Flaking is something serious, and depending on how that flake goes, you know, yeah. Now, flaking all something different. Now, but he's giving me a little bit AMS vibe. I don't always agree with everything AMS says. AMS is a bit extreme. When he says every girl's a whore, they're all slut. No, that's so subjective. Every girl can be a hoe. Every girl can be like, no, you know. And these are very extreme circumstances. Like sometimes girls have legit excuses. Like, you know, what if her mother's in the hospital or some craziness like that, or a real legitimate excuse, you know? So, yeah. But he's talking about a pullback, and then he said, a motherfucking, whatchamacallit. Then he said a flake. A flake and a pullback is something totally different. Two different things, two different scenarios, two different ways to go about it.
If you show me that kind of bad behavior, right, you know what? You're too low interest for me. So if you do want to come back in my life, you got to put in all the work. You are not going to hit up first. I don't care how lonely you get. I don't care how bored you get. You are not hitting her up first. You're not messaging her. No. Hey, you want to ghost me? You want to flake on me? We're not double texting. High value males, we don't double text. Right? I know some people might preach that. Oh, no, bro. You know, it's okay to put in extra effort. We're not putting extra effort nowhere. Nowhere. If you want to pull back from me, baby, kudos to you, right? I'm not hitting you up.
I agree. The double texting is a bit cringy. Now, if a girl never says no, and the circumstances look like when you're not necessarily not doing nothing too crazy, you're not double texting, you know, it's okay to try again, right? Especially if she never says no, it's like, why not? You know, but initially, when you first start talking to a girl, you have to put some effort. And high value meaning, he's saying high value, right? I don't know how much money he makes, but high value meaning like guys who have the lifestyle, guys who have the money, This doesn't apply to average guys, because a lot of guys try this, and I have guys coming to me on a regular and they say, yo, KB, I keep the whole high value mindset. I try to let girls come to me, but they just don't come. Well, yeah, because you're a fucking 20-year-old kid who lives with his mom, and you drive a fucking a 2012 Honda Accord. Like, she doesn't give a fuck. You know, it doesn't apply to you. You know, this applies to guys who have money and status. Exactly. So, you know, and you can have this type of this mindset, and it can correlate. It can correlate to people who don't have money. Like, I've had this mindset because I've just always been good with girls, but I feel like I have exceptional game. And I've always had, like, I just created this paradigm in my head where I just have a lot of girls that just interact in my life. So I'm always so occupied with a certain amount of girls, and the girls that I like the most are going to get the most attention. So other girls just get left, right? And yeah, this happens, but unless your game is like that, where you have this abundance mindset and you just created this paradigm where your reality, you just have a whole bunch of girls always coming into it, you can also have that type of abundance mentality, and that can apply to you. But in most cases, if you're trying to learn game, girls are not just going to flock to you in masses. I have rich clients, and they do exceedingly better than everyone else, like on dating apps. Why? Because they take pictures in their nice cars, Lambos, Rolls Royces. They take pictures of their rental properties, not even their house, their rental properties. They're taking pictures on private jets. I bet you most guys' profiles don't even have a picture of a private jet. Because most people don't take private jets. Luxury clothes. These guys get thousands of options. And mind you, Tinder is like fucking mostly women. It's mostly men. The ratio is so uneven. But it's because women are choosing that because that's the type of lifestyle they want to live. So those guys get a lot of options. So when he says high value, that's really who he's referring to. So unless your game is up to par, he's not really referring to you. So you have to use different tactics and antics to get to that type of goal. And you can get there, which I suggest everybody try to get rich. But let's be real, everybody's not going to be rich.
If you don't come back, that's okay with me. I'm fine. But guys, as you get high value, as you get higher and higher value, this is going to happen to you all the time. It's not the first time it's happened to me, so I know what to do. I've had girls show extreme high interest, pursue me even after, and still play games, and still pull back. What I'm thinking is, she's trying to play the game. She wants me to pursue her. She wants the power. It ain't going to work, right? Now when you come back, you got to do a lot of stuff to even get me to want to see you again. Because I don't care. I have options too. That's the mentality you got to have. I'm not breaking contact. I'm not hitting you up. I'm not going to give you the validation that I need you. No, I don't need you. I have plenty of other chicks that want to be with me. If you want to show me bad behavior, you're gone. You're out of, you ain't even make it to the rotation yet, and you already playing games? You're gone. You ain't even make it. Bro, guys, rotation to me is girls who have shown me good behavior over a period of time. It doesn't have to be that long. At least.
But see, that's the thing. Like, not every girl's gonna make it to the rotation. Every girl's not gonna make it to the rotation. It's not because you gotta understand. You'll have a rotation of girls, but then you have some girls that you talk to for a few weeks. You might clip once or twice, and then she starts acting crazy, and then she's gone. It's simple, you know. But, like, that happens, especially if you're always taking on new girls and you're taking all this stuff. Like, that happens. You're not always going to have girls that fall into the rotation. You're going to have some girls that you just clip. You know what I'm saying? But this is maybe questioning his
2 to 3
experience.
weeks,
You
they're
know?
not going to consider you in a rotation. Stop putting these girls in your rotation so quickly. Stop giving these girls your attention so quickly, right? Bad behavior. Imagine if I would have took her out on the first date. No, she came straight over. Imagine if I would have took her out. I didn't invest this money. Now she playing games. It's going to make me even more upset, right? Guys, make women prove it to you. Make them prove that they're worth it. Make them prove that they're worth your time. Any little bad behavior, strike. You're gone. You got to come back and you got to be the one that's submissive. You got to put in all the work. Make girls prove to you. Don't hit her up first. No, and that brings my last.
Yeah, it's definitely a play out of AMS handbook. I mean, I used to listen to AMS too, but like I said, and when I started listening to AMS, I was already doing a lot of the stuff he was saying, like, by myself. I swear to God, but I just didn't agree. Like, all this stuff I don't agree with. because girls will come back around, and you can clip them. You can clip them. They don't have to be in your rotation. Like, dude, your average guy is not getting. He's not getting the pooms like that. He's not getting cake like that, right? So for him, for the girl to come back around after she messed up, yeah, I say don't make it easy, but don't just cut her off. I know a lot of these guys are starving. A lot of these guys are only getting like 3 or 4 or 5 girls a year. They're only messing with 3 or 5, 4 girls a year. There was a point in time when I was getting that a week. So like, I get it. Your average guy's not getting, he's not getting girls like that. So for you to just say, I'm gonna cut them off, no, even if he's getting money like that, where he's really considered a higher earner and a higher value man, quote unquote, that doesn't apply to everybody. So you have to resonate with the people. The masses aren't getting it like that. And this is why, like, I don't necessarily consider myself red pill. Like, it's like a different perspective. And you gotta understand that. Like, it's different. But let's continue.
Last point. Live your life. Post high value stuff. Man, act like she doesn't exist. Basically. This is the last point.
I can agree
when a
with
girl
that.
pulls back, act like she doesn't exist. I'm not gonna give you no BS, guys. I'm not gonna give y'all anything that's gonna be, I'm not, we're high value men. Right? Act like she doesn't exist. Live your life. Go out, meet more chicks, go out, hang out with your friends. Hey, I'm dating other girls. I've been with 4 girls since her. No cap. Y'all don't cap. Since 2 weeks ago, you pulled that BS, which was last week. I've been with 4 girls already.
But it's bothering him. You can tell by it's bothering him. But you can tell why he's talking. Like, my thing is, maybe he does have experience, but maybe he's not used to being rejected, because this is really bothering him. And you can tell it's bothering him. You can tell it in his voice. You can see what he's saying. But like, it happens. It happens. Like, I feel like it didn't happen as much in high school, because I just feel like we were still in a different shift. Like, I feel like things were just a little different. But yeah, it definitely just happens. And I feel like he's not used to that happening to him, or there's a lack of experience when it comes to these type of situations. But I feel like it happens regularly, and you should just, like, I mean, it's a good video to make. But when I make these videos, like, I've made maybe several last year, and it's just like whatever, I just tell guys. I never even go over personal situations. I don't know. I'm not. I try not to put too much of my business out there. I still like some of a private life,
Already, I have an abundance mindset because I know women are fickle. I know women come and go. I know women play games. You guys get too invested, and then you get stabbed in the back when the games start. You like, FedEx, I'm doing everything right. Why is she still playing games? This is who they are. They're only worried about themselves. Maybe she got a new guy that came along that she's more interested in. Cool. No problem. Because guess what? If you decide you want to come back, you are now the bottom of the barrel. This kind of girl, that behavior she showed me, if she does come back, if she doesn't come back, I don't care. If she does come back, I'm not taking you out. We're not going nowhere. You are forever in the friend zone. Do you guys get that? Any girl that does this kind of bad behavior is forever in a friend zone. We have our own friend zone. You coming over, you're going to give some pipe, and you're going to go home. Nothing more.
Yeah, definitely.
You show me that you're that flaky, you show that much interest, you pull it back, you're that childish, you play that many games, you're not worth my time. You're not worth anything more than coming over. I'm telling you guys, you got to...
But see, look, and this is the problem with what he's saying. He's telling you, and I agree with him when he says that this is just things that girls do. This is something that they just do. But I feel like that's not warrant of just cutting them off. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely not. Yeah, he's definitely a little butthurt. Just a little bit, right? But that's the thing. It happens. Like, I don't take that shit too serious, because like, that's just what girls do. Yeah, you don't, when they come back, don't make it so easy. Yeah, punish them a bit, but I'm not gonna go make a video out of it, because what if this girl saw this video, right? She's like, oh yeah, I got him. he triggered. I got this nigga, girl. I definitely got him, right? It's just, if you know they do it, I wouldn't punish them as much, you know, especially when you just start talking to them. It's not that severe, and it's not worthy of just cutting them off, especially when you just start, because she might try to come back. Yeah, you could pipe her down, but like, and you know, keep her around, maybe even go out with her. Sometimes if I wanted to go out with a girl, it's like I use them as a filler. Like I want to go out to like the movies, but I don't want to go by myself, so I'll just take shorty. Yeah, she's like a little weird, she be flaky sometime, but I know at the end of the night I'm gonna still pipe, and I still get to go out looking good because I got a good looking girl on my side. Simple. She's a filler for me. And those type of girls, you can use them for that. And then when she thinks that it's going somewhere, now you're just a filler. Simple. So, you know, there's always that. But I think he's definitely a little hurt about the situation. I don't know if he, like, and no offense to him, I'm not. I'm just analyzing. I don't know this guy. I don't know who he is. This is my first, you can see, like, it's my first time watching his videos. Yeah, let's continue.
Test these girls. They have to start earning your respect. They have to start earning your ranks. Baby, you got to pass some tests. You want to be in my rotation, a high-value guy, go out with me, do high-value stuff, be around me, be around my time? What? You got to prove to me that this. You got to prove it to me, right? So that kind of girl, bro, you make sure you put her in the friend zone, nothing more. We're not going on dates. You don't like it, bye-bye. You already proved to me you're not worth it anyways. Let me give you another example, a contrary example. Another girl, right? Same thing, came over, had a good time. This girl has been cooperative. Everything, she has been hitting me up, hey, how, after she already came over, right? She didn't show me her interest and then pull back. She showed me her interest and she's maintaining that. Now, guess what? Next time I see that chick, we can go out, baby. Yeah, let's go out. Let's have fun. Let's go to dinner. Let's go do stuff. You have shown me that you're not full of games, right? And yeah, she got to keep passing tests. Once she starts the game, she can go too. But this is just two examples I'm giving y'all. One girl shows her interest and pulls back. One girl shows her interest and doesn't pull back.
But that, to me, that just shows like a lack of experience, because girls do this. I said there was a point in time when I was wilding, right? Let's say if I had almost a different girl every day of the week, or every other day, or every 2 days, it was a different girl. Now, if I was smashing that many, imagine how many I was talking to. So there were a lot of girls that never fell through. There was girls that did fall through, right? So I saw this a lot, and I never took it personal because I never blocked them. Unless she violated or said something wild, crazy, disrespectful to the point of no return, then cool. But when that shit happened, I just like, all right, if a girl's cooperative, cool. But the girl that's not so cooperative, she gives a bit of a hard time, okay, you check her, and then you check her for the disrespect. You give her one warning. After the second one, you got to take some space, right? But it happened a lot. Because you got to think, for every girl that you got, there was like maybe 3 or 4 or 5 that you didn't, that they showed interest, you start talking, and it's for some reason or another, they just fell off. Maybe they went back to their ex. Maybe they found somebody who they thought was more appealing. Maybe they thought somebody else was more appealing. The grass wasn't so green on the other side, so they came back, right? Whatever the case may be. Obviously, you don't wife those girls. The criteria for being wifed is something totally different. But I don't know. I just feel like maybe it's just a lack of experience. I don't know what it is, but this is regular. I wouldn't make a video about a girl pulling back because it happens a lot. So much so, I was even talking to a client today. I said, I kind of look forward to it. Because when a girl does it, it's like, I want to see how she reacts. I want to see how she reacts when she realizes that I'm never going to hit her back until she does, right? It depends. If I've been messing with her for a while, we've been messing for some months, and then she pulls back, I might give her a few weeks. And then I hit her back one more time and like, hey, it was good. Depending on how much I liked her. It depends. It all depends. Every situation is different. Everything is usually circumstantial, right? But this is such a regular thing that happens. It just happens, right? you don't know what's going on with that girl. But this is something that comes with the territory when you want to live that lifestyle and you want to have girls in rotation and you live in that lifestyle of abundance. This is something that comes with the territory. So much so that I'm not going to question it too much. But like I said, this is an indicator of maybe he just doesn't get rejected a lot, or he's not really pulling the numbers that he's making us out to believe. Because if you dated 4 girls since then, I wouldn't even trip on it. It was like, all right, whatever. Like, even if I decided to make a little video about this in particular situation, how he's describing it, because I can name several in the past year that happened like that, you know, or maybe last year, not necessarily this year, because I've been like pretty solid and focused this year. But yeah, it happens. It definitely happens. But he's a little upset. He definitely is. But
guess what I'm gonna treat the best? The one who doesn't pull back, right? Because they both show me high interest. No matter what the reason is, I don't care, right? I want women in my life who respect my time, who don't play games. I'm gonna reward girls who are submissive. I'm gonna reward girls with good behavior. You guys are busy rewarding girls with bad behavior. You are literally going out taking chicks who flake on you. You are taking chicks out on dates who flake on you. That is astonishing to me. You are rewarding.
Once again, he's talking about flaking. A girl that ghosts and flaking are two different things. That is two different things. Flaking is a serious offense. And depending on how bad she flaked, like if she hit you up like a few hours before and was like, all right, like, and said, oh, I'm not gonna be able to make it, something came up. Okay, cool. Which is still kind of bullshit. You don't really know what's going on unless it's a legitimate excuse, and you really find out it was a legitimate excuse. If she hits you up an hour before, that's kind of a hard no, right? If you show up to a place and she never shows up and flakes, that's a reason to get blocked. That's a reason for that bitch to be dead to you, because that is beyond disrespectful. Beyond, right? But he's talking about two different things there. He's talking about a pullback versus a flake. These are two different things. One is a way more serious offense, because girls pull back all the time and maybe they come back around. But that just lets you know whether you can take them serious or not. And it depends what type of pullback it is. It depends on the stage. It depends on how long you guys been talking. It all depends. So, like, I feel like he's talking about two different things in the video.
Bad behavior. What is going to make her not flake the next time? If you're a guy right now and a girl flakes on you and you still take her out, what is going to make her change her behavior? I reward good behavior. I told you guys, when a girl does something good, I say, good girl. That's my way of you know what I'm saying, congratulating them. Good girl. Then I give you more of my time. You submissive to me, you don't play games with me, I give you more of my time. You start the games, you want to pull back and come back, you get less and less of me. I'm a high value guy.
Hey, listen, I don't know what type of rules he's playing by, but maybe it works for him. I feel like for a certain type of lifestyle, girls are not going to flake. I feel like if you live a certain type of lifestyle and you're really getting it like that, they know that you're the prize and they will not flake on you. I feel like after a certain point, you stop getting flakes. I don't think I've necessarily hit that point yet, but I'm so I have such an abundant mentality that it doesn't really make a difference to me. I never take it personal. You know, I just like charge it to the game. That's how the game goes, you know. And lately, I don't know. I've been just attracting a different quality of female. So I don't really interact with this problem that much. I think that things are a little different. But I think the dude was definitely upset. But yeah, guys. So we're gonna start streaming a little more, and I'm on YouTube, guys. By the way, if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, and if you guys want me to react to certain videos, if you guys want me to react to certain clips, all you have to do is simply send me the clips on Instagram or tag me in them on TikTok, and hopefully send them to me on YouTube, like the full length clip, and then I'll just react to it, and then we'll just go from there. I want to start doing like more like relationship stuff like this with the whole Bronny James. Because I thought that was really interesting. And I like to give you guys examples of do's and don'ts. What's going on here? Carl Anthony Towns. Hello, Jordan Woods. Jordan Woods looks completely different. I know she's dating that NBA player guy. By the way, guys, you got to understand, people with money, they don't, the rules that apply to us don't necessarily, and I'm not saying that I don't have money. I feel like I do all right, but I know I'm not pulling in millions a year yet. But different rules apply to them. And when different rules apply, you know, they have to move a little differently when it comes to relationship, you know. And yeah. So anyway, we're going to get off of here. Guys, I'll try to be more consistent, try to be back every day so we can do this thing. I'm going to try to get some shut-eye. And remember, guys, if you want me to react to a certain video, tag me in a video. Make sure you guys go on fishermancentral.com, Fisherman Central. Get your fisherman shades. And tag me in videos so I can react to them. And we're going to get this thing on and popping. I'm out of here.